August 31st, 2025, in the year of our Lord. We are here for another episode of High Off the Glass. My co-host is back in the building. Montega Rebel is back, y'all. What up, Montega? How you living, Black?
What's going on, brother? What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling, man?
The audience is happy to see you. I'm happy to see you. I'm glad you're back.
Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? You had a little hiatus. But we are joined. There it is. One of my guys, one of my favorite people. When
man,
I talk about this show. Oh man, how am I gonna make this work? I talk about this show, Beadle Decker, which was on Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio, before they were unceremoniously kicked off the air for no goddamn reason. And I think it has to do with the current political climate and capitalism and corporate dictatorship. But this man right here is I've been a fan of his. He said he's been a fan of mine, and I like the way this man talks. This is the sports guru. This is the brother I've been trying to have on my show for the longest. Yo, everybody give it up for Mack from Delaware, sports guru, everybody.
Man, that was a great introduction. I appreciate that.
Oh, you more than welcome.
My man.
You more than welcome.
What's going on?
Say what?
He from Delaware?
Yes, like that's the connect. Now here we go. Yes, he is from Delaware. He is a truck driver. He be all up and down the East Coast. Feel free.
What part of Delaware you from?
There you go.
I'm in Bear, which is right outside of
You down there
Newcastle.
You down by Newcastle?
Right outside of
Dover and all that. You right? You like
No,
by Newcastle?
I'm up in Newcastle, right close to Wilmington.
Okay, got you.
Mr. Montega Rebel, co-host here. He is extremely familiar with Delaware. He lived over there for some years.
Too familiar.
Right. That's his home away from home out this bitch.
My neighborhood was I'm right off 23rd and Market.
Okay. All right. You on the west side?
Nah, that's the north side. That's the north side.
Okay. You got it right.
Once you hit 22nd and all that, you can go down. That's the north.
Okay. Well, I was in the audience when you were the last time I was in with you guys, and Rebel, you were telling me about where South Bridge is, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was raised, up in South Bridge.
Oh, okay.
And those projects there. Yeah, so that's my spot.
I know your pedigree then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming from South Bridge, I definitely,
We gotta give the Delaware. I love how y'all talking about Delaware. It's a state. Y'all talking about it like it's a fucking city. Like this shit is hilarious. I love the way y'all talk.
Hey man, I'm telling you, this is about as big as a city.
People don't know, bro. But you go to Delaware and you ain't on your P's and Q's. You think it ain't called a small wonder for nothing.
Right. That's the nickname for that mug?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Small wonder.
They call Delaware the small
like the show.
wonder. They call Delaware the small wonder. But I'm telling you.
Small wonder. That is what's up.
It goes down in
That's
Delaware.
What's up. You want me to scoot over? Scoot over to scoot this way, money. All right, that's what's up. I'm glad we're here. This was an episode that I really wanted to do right. Oh, and before we get started, got to give major shout out to our amazing sponsors, Terp Junkie. Terp Junkie for all you guys is genetics. What seeds you want? You want hybrid? You want sativa? You want indica? Make sure you guys check out Grow Room. They're in O'Fallon, Missouri. Grow Room. That's where Terp Junkie is. That's where they sleep. That's where they live. Go there and talk to my boy B that works in that shop. That whatever you're trying to grow tomatoes, you're trying to grow green, you're trying to grow asparagus. It don't matter.
It's a
like
long drive.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but it's worth it though. It's worth it. If you go to Grow Room in O'Fallon, right there on Highway K. That's home of Terp Junkies. Make sure you guys check them out. We got some amazing bud from them this week. But okay, so this right here, this is a personal thing for me, right? Because I really wanted to have this man on because me and him were huge fans of that show, Beadle Decker on Sirius XM, and a lot of the things that I believe in, he was, he kind of has similar theories. So we're just gonna go through it real quick. Mac, I know you long-winded, so give me some short answers. I just want to
I'm gonna try, bro. I'm gonna try.
because we know how you do. You got a podcast yourself. Is it Sports Guru or Guru talking sports?
It's Guru Talking Sports. What I usually do is I come on and I kind of recap stuff from the week. But I mean, if it's something that's going on, I'll try to bring it up and everything. One of my things is that I always like to give a little people my thoughts on things. Just podcasting ain't that hard. It's just more or less you having your beliefs and your thoughts.
Right.
So.
Right.
It's like with me when I was, growing up and listening to radio and looking at TV, it was like, I want to make sure that I got my thoughts out there because, I mean, it's like a lot of people got theirs.
Yeah.
I want to try to get mine. So, it's all good, though.
I 100% get that. Okay, so we've established born and raised in Delaware or born there?
Actually, I'm a Baltimorean.
Oh,
I'm a Baltimore.
Ooh, B-more. Okay.
Yeah.
Born and
I'm
raised.
from B-more.
Born and raised?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was born and raised. I actually moved to Delaware in '71.
Okay.
Right after grandma and grandpa said they wanted to move, and I was like, oh man, y'all gonna move to this country ass place.
You from Delaware?
I'm like,
you from Delaware?
Yeah, right. You've been there since '71.
71?
Yeah, you might be from there, my dude.
Yeah, you were just born in Baltimore.
yeah, I was born in Baltimore. You know what? Matter of fact, Baltimore, it's just like my home, and it's basically like a vacation spot for me. That's my spot though.
Give me your first, what, can you cut the fan on, please?
Them crabs down on that dock, boy.
You said what? The
crabs at the dock.
Oh, in Maryland?
Oh, man.
Yeah, Maryland.
Oh, of course. Oh, my God. That's the best crab cakes I ever had in my life.
Man,
were right outside.
I miss that shit.
Blue Dolphin, right outside of B-more. That place right there.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It was so freaking big. I had it last year. Oh, my God. It was the shit.
Exactly where you at.
Exactly, bruh. It was something else. It was something else. Right. Major shout out to Maryland and DC, especially DC for the shit y'all going through. And major shout out to the mayor of B-more and the governor of Maryland, because them brothers are standing on business and not going for this dump shenanigans that this fake ass president is trying to go do right now. But my question for you is, what is your first sports memory? Like, what's the thing that sucked you into sports?
The first thing I remember was my grandpa. God rest his soul. He was taking me on the porch, and me, him, and my dad were listening to baseball games. Now, back that time, it was like the late '60s and everything. They was talking about how baseball has become. You got to remember now. I was born, right. I'll say about 2 decades after Jackie Robinson broke into the major leagues.
Okay.
So, you would tell me all about how Jackie was and how great he was. And, like we, living in Baltimore, everybody was a Dodger fan because of Jackie Robinson.
Word, 100%.
So, he would basically tell me stories about Jackie, and I was like, I had to research him as much as I could when I was growing up.
Right.
But another thing, too, is that he taught me about the Negro Leagues.
Right.
And I love listening to his stories because years down the road, I got a chance to meet a man named Don Newcomb who played in the Negro Leagues, who was a friend of Jackie Robinson's. And, me, I was just like, hey, I was like a student. And he would teach me everything about the Negro Leagues and about Jackie Robinson and all the good players. Oscar Charlton, Turkey Sturgis. I mean, I'm talking like Buck O'Neill, all the guys, in the Negro Leagues.
Right.
And, I had matter of fact, in Delaware, there was a a guy that played in the major leagues and he's in the Hall of Fame, but he passed away before I got a chance to talk to this brother. Name was Judy Johnson.
Okay.
Second baseman, shortstop. He wasn't, wasn't recognized because, dude was fast, and I wanted to talk, pick his mind about how baseball was played back then with the brothers,
Right.
So, those are my first memories of sports.
What was the first sporting event you ever went to live?
First sporting event, it had to be, I don't remember, but I think it was the Baltimore Bullets and the New York Knicks.
Ooh, what year was this?
This had to be like 66, 67, something. I was only for like 4 years old.
Okay.
But my dad said, hey, look, we're going to go. And, like I said, most of the time we would go to baseball games and, we would go definitely to, go down to Memorial Stadium down on 33rd and watch, the Orioles play, and, he would point out to me all the good players. And, by that time, you got to remember Frank Robinson was on that team, that around 66, 67. And that's when they peaked out. They were really, really, really good. Paul Blair was on that team.
Well, slow down. You said Frank Robinson. I thought we was talking about basketball because you said the Knicks and the Bullets. So how we get from there?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me go back.
Yeah.
All right, now, Wes Unseld was one of my guys. I really I loved him. I mean, he was a great dude. I got a chance to meet him too.
Legendary book.
He was actually one of the greatest basketball players. Short, more or less like a Tim Duncan.
Right. Basically the best player ever to come out, ever to play for the Bullets, isn't he? You got to be the best.
Yeah. And then they eventually got Elvin Hayes and,
oh, okay.
All right, here's the kicker.
Okay.
My mom used to date Gus Honeycomb Johnson.
Who is that?
Gus Honeycomb Johnson. He was on the Bullets right around that time when, right around the mid to late 60s or so. He was on the team.
Okay.
And my mom loved that dude, man. But, he actually, that's when sports figures lived in the city. And they lived right around, hey, you can, go around the corner to, some guys, one of the players' house and, meet up with the dudes and stuff like that. They could teach you basketball, teach you baseball and all like that.
No doubt.
So, like I said, I really took a liking to Gus Honeycomb Johnson. And my man, Earl the Pearl Monroe was on that team.
Talk about it. Oh, my goodness. That was my mother's dude right there, bro. I heard so much about Earl the Pearl Monroe back when I was a kid. To me, I thought her favorite player was Zeke because that was the dude that was playing at the time, Isaiah Thomas. But man, yeah, she used to go on about some Earl the Pearl, bro. And I guess Earl the Pearl was the reason. Help me out with this. When the Knicks won their first championship, was he on that team? Because I feel like he was there for the second, wasn't he?
He was. I think he was on there because the Bullets traded him, and I cried when they traded him because that was the only key to that Bullets team, other than Wes Unseld and a couple other guys, Jack Marin and a couple other guys that was on that team. But when I think he won. I think he got two. I'm we're gonna have to double check it, but I think he got 2 rings out of that. That was a 73 team. I think he got a championship, and I was just mad as I don't know what because that was I thought that was the end of the Bullets then.
Right.
That was it.
Rebel got you said he was on there. Rebel's looking it up right now. Okay, so I get that. I mean, but that's the thing. One thing about the Bullets, I don't know who y'all management was back then, but you lose him, you kept Unseld, but y'all kept rolling. Y'all were in the what? Almost. You went to the playoffs in the late 70s almost every year. You won the championship in 79. Well, no, I'm sorry. Was it 79 or 78? Because it might have been Supersonics in 79.
78.
78.
Yeah, 78. Yeah, we flip-flopped. Yeah,
Right.
They flip-flopped it.
Like,
Yeah.
well, go ahead, Rebel. What, you got it?
He got traded November 10th, 1971 to the Knicks.
Yeah.
He played from 71 to 80.
Oh, so he do got 2 chips with them. Okay.
70 he got one. He went on
one.
to win the 73 NBA championship with the Knicks.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
Wow. So I mean, whoever was running Bullets at the time, y'all were doing it. But let me ask you this: for football, since I feel like you didn't have any other choices outside of Washington. Who was your football team?
Baltimore Colts.
Oh,
Baltimore Colts, baby.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because y'all did have 2 back then. Yeah. So how'd that go for you when I was about to say Art Modell, but that's Cleveland. When the Colts like just upped and dipped on y'all, how did that go for you guys in the city of Baltimore?
Man, believe me, brother, don't even mention that because that is a very touchy subject.
Still.
To this day.
Wow.
To this day, I hate the Indianapolis Colts. Wow. I hate the Indianapolis Colts.
Right.
That's
right.
deep.
Yeah, I get it.
That's
I get
deep.
it. Still to this, even though you got the Ravens have won a championship, are good. I hope they can finally get over the hump and Andrews can hold on to a ball in the end zone and they can get to the damn AFC championship game and get to the Super Bowl and win this mug. But even with all the success of the Ravens, like some of y'all still hold on to that, huh?
Oh, they do. They do. Wow. That's like my dad, he's in his 80s now. My uncle, he's in like his 70s. They still feel as though that, anytime Indianapolis comes to town, they boo, they call them traitors and everything.
Right.
But I'm gonna drop a little knowledge on you for right now.
That's what you're here for. You always got it.
I got a little bit. I'm not. I've been through a few things.
You know what, Mac? That's what I gotta say this real quick, Mac. I gotta say this. Your humbleness is very empowering because I remember when you would get on Beadle and Decker and say your point about whatever, when you would get on Beadle and Decker and defend me, which I appreciated, when you would get on Beadle and Decker and say whatever, you were always humble with it. Your humbleness is your strength. I just want to say that, bro.
I appreciate that. But the thing about it is that, I look at it this way. When you are a brother that knows what you're talking about, I have that respect. You can pick that out on a person. You can tell who's real and who's full of shit.
Word.
But like I said, when I first heard you on the radio, I was like, now this brother's righteous. I like this brother because you know what? He's speaking the truth and he's letting it out there. Right. Remember I told you, I said when that Dan guy was dropping the things about Malcolm X. I said, man, you know what? Nah, we can't do that. We can't do that because Malcolm X is a hero.
Yes, he is. Yeah,
he's a hero.
Malcolm. But like I told you, that was the greatest compliment that man ever gave me, and it's the same reason why I mess with Montega Rebel. Montega Rebel is the same exact way. This brother he's humble, but he is extremely smart. I'm talking about business, music, sports. That's what I'm blessed to have him on my show. So I gotta give him his love because he's the man, for real. But tell me, what was that knowledge you were about? You were about to drop some knowledge on the Colts. What was that you were about to drop?
Okay, I wouldn't. Well, they basically, I had a feeling that they was going to leave, but I went to their last game. They played Kansas City and they got their asses kicked.
Slow down. Slow down. You said you had.
When did they become the Ravens?
Oh, they never became. They left with the Indy, and the Ravens was a whole new squad.
I know, but when did the Ravens? What was that, like 96?
Yeah, like late 90s. Yeah. Yep. But you said
they were the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. Yep. They were. Yep. And then became them. But what you said something peculiar just a second ago. You said you had a feeling they were going to leave Baltimore.
I had a feeling. Yeah, because when I went to like maybe in the 80, I went to a couple games. 81, right before I went in the Navy.
Okay.
There was maybe, it was like a ghost town. You could sit basically anywhere in the stadium.
What?
Hell, I could sit on the 50-yard line. It was like nobody supported them at the end. And I had a feeling that they was going to either fold the franchise or either move.
Wow.
But like I said, the thing is that a lot of different things with the Colts, the naming rights and everything like that. It's a lot of stuff that went down.
Wow.
Now, I wanted to tell you that I'm a good friend. Now, this kind of kicks into the Ohio State in me.
Okay.
I'm a good. My dad was good friends with Hall of Famer, All Pro Jim Parker.
Okay.
Jim Parker was a Baltimore Colt legend. Played with Lenny Moore. Played with Johnny Unitas. Played with Art Donovan. All those guys.
Nice.
I'm loving the history.
You know what I mean? For real.
Yeah. He was on that championship team back in 50. Oh gosh, it had to be like 57, 58, somewhere around in there.
Wow.
When they won the championship, and I think they won the first sudden death overtime game as well.
Wow.
Now, Jim Parker, God rest his soul, he was a great person. And he was an Ohio State guy too. So, we used to sit back and, I was growing up and everything. I was talking to him. I said, man, I love the Buckeyes. Those was my team. And he was telling me all about how he played when he played, all the, great players that he played with and everything. And, he used to tell me stories about him playing up against Deacon Jones and all these guys, man. I was like, man, this guy. And he was a great dude. He owned a liquor store in Baltimore, not too far from where my mom lived at.
Right.
So, it's like we used to go over to Liberty Heights and talk to him all the time. I drop in the store, he would say, hey, he was busy or whatever. I, talk to him. Hey, you got a couple minutes to talk? Yeah.
Right.
So this is what I'm saying with brothers like that, him, Paul Blair, Baltimore, when you lived in the city of Baltimore, those guys were special. I mean, they were in the community.
Right.
They actually helped the community.
Right.
They had community programs and everything. But I tell you, man, Jim Parker, when he passed away, I was like, me and my dad, we were like shook up, man, because like he was a great dude. He was one of the best dudes we've ever met. And, Hall of Famer, humble, good guy.
Right.
Come in, all talk, jokes and stuff like that. And the thing about, I always ask him, I said, why you got that bat behind the counter? He said, let me tell you something. I don't want no shit, and ain't no shit going down.
I know that's right. Bruh, like, yo, 100%. Like, I gotta get an air horn on that. That's 1,000%. What you say about these professional athletes not being in the neighborhoods anymore is 100% correct, because you used to be able to reach out and touch these cats. You used to, just reach out and touch them, see them, because the money wasn't so astronomical. It didn't, they the lack of a better phrase, they kind of needed that having owning a liquor store or owning this business or this, that, and the third, and or they like being a part of the community. A lot of these professional athletes now, excuse me, they're so paid and they're so away from the community. The only time you see them is when they play. Rebel, I'd love to get your thoughts on this, but it's just, I wish it was more like Guru, aka Max time, where we can see them.
What I think it is that, of course, times were different, right?
Mm-hmm.
People back then, even though there was a need and for necessities and whatever, people weren't as cutthroat as they are in these days and times.
True. Very true.
So you could back then. You could see athletes and rappers and walk up to them and greet them or whatever, except in front of the Apollo.
Not in front of the Apollo.
Nah, they weren't. They was getting got every time.
Right.
But today, the climate and the attitude and temperament of people today is everybody is so hateful of what the next man got.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to align yourself with that individual and learn,
Right.
you rather take from him and hurt him.
Word.
You know what I'm
Word.
saying?
Mhm.
And
100%.
you'll get a lot more and gain a lot more
Yeah.
just by being genuine and real and really trying to learn something. And you know what I'm saying?
1,000%. 1,000%.
Like and I tell these young guys all the time, like you don't always have to be in the front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because everybody, and just coming from what I do, everybody can't rap, right?
True. Very true.
Everybody can't rap.
That's right.
Everybody can't make a song. Everybody that can rap can't make a song.
1,000%.
People that make a song don't know how to rap or battle rap or unless they sit down and write, right? You got to figure out what your lane is.
Right. Right.
You got to be cool with just carrying the bag.
There you go.
You got to be cool with just taking the pictures.
Nothing wrong with that.
You got to be cool with just making sure the tickets are straight. You got to be cool with just making sure I'm not being hurt or followed or, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has a role to play. You have to figure out what that is.
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody is so stuck on clout chasing and want to be in the limelight and be in the front and be that nigga.
Exactly.
Quote unquote.
Exactly.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
words, but that's just what it is.
No, you good. You good.
But
you good.
but everybody is stuck on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Social media got a lot of these kids
Yep.
twisted, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even to some of the athletes that they look up to, when you meet some of these athletes, very few will actually take the time and greet that kid.
Right. Right. And take that time with them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just stopping for 3 seconds
Yeah.
to shake his hand.
100%.
You don't know what that could have did for that kid.
100. Oh my God. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Boy might not wash his hands for 2 months.
You ain't lying. Yeah.
And now he got a totally whole different mind state because he met his favorite player. He
And you
shook
were
his
there.
favorite player hand. You don't know what you could have put in that kid. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine how good you, man.
Yeah, just by taking them few seconds.
A 1,000,000%. I echo your statements, Rebel, because to me, right, with this, all of that shit, this selfishness, this self-centeredness, this all to me stems from the 80s, from the Reagan era. You know what I mean? When it was greed, and greed was good, like Michael Douglas said it Wall Street. You know what I mean? That was the era of this shit when it kicked off. And then the social media, like you said, made it even worse, made it a million times more because I'm a star now. Look at me, you know, I'm a star. So and it's great because it gave people a platform, but also it made them feel like, guess what? Just because you have a voice and you're saying stuff, you still have to listen to other folks. There's other people that got knowledge too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's how I look at it. What up, Barry? I see Barry in the building.
Social media is a false reality.
Then a motherfucker.
It's a clearly like
It is.
I can go outside right now and go test drive a car
Mm-hmm.
and just take all Instagram photos, take all videos driving this new Benz,
And
right?
they think you got it.
And they think it's mine. They think it's mine.
That's the problem.
Not knowing when this camera cut off,
Yeah.
I gotta turn all this shit back in.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Get my ID back.
Yo.
Go back home, drive my Honda, whatever these dudes is driving. That's not what I drive, y'all. But I'm just saying.
Right. Get some American, y'all.
Just, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's all everybody is living their life through the eyes of somebody else. Bro.
It is. Go ahead, Guru. What you got?
Now, I was going to say, collaborate on the same thing because, like, I can look at it this way. Like me, I used to play baseball. I was pretty decent at baseball.
Right.
But the thing about it is that when I thought I was really, really good, and I thought, I could probably make it to the major leagues.
Okay.
But the thing about it is that when I seen guys that were better than me, I said that I should have said to myself, you know what, this might not work because, like you said, some people have to sit in the background. Some people have to stay in their lane and basically, do what they have to do.
Right.
Now, like with me, I was like, okay, I was always fast. I could play second, third. I could play freaking right field, left field, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now they tell me when I get up, in the scout leagues, hey, you got to play freaking catcher or play left field where I didn't know how to play.
Uh-huh.
But yet it still is like when I said to myself, all right, well, you know what? This might not be me. But the thing is that it didn't push me to the point where I said, you know what? I got to keep fighting to get to there.
Right.
I can't do that. But the thing is that you have to accept where your place is in life, more or less.
For sure.
Exactly. That's how it is. Question though, why would they, when you were on these scout, I guess it's to see like what you got, like why would they put you out of your position?
Yeah, they basically want to see what you could do. I mean, I actually tried out for the scout team for Montreal Expos years ago.
Well, damn. Okay. Damn, bro, you good at baseball for real.
They did the same thing to me when I first went to Delaware State and played for Coach Greg Williams in 94, 95. They did the same thing to me. I'm a shooting guard. Right. He tried to make me play small forward. Like just I'm like, but that ain't what I do.
Are you trying to set me up for failure? Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So every time during practice, we would disregard what he was saying.
And just do y'all thing.
Man, come on, we great run this shit like blacktop.
Words.
Yeah, we great run this shit like blacktop. Come on. Fuck what Greg's talking about. Come on, check the rock.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, man.
And the bad part is that's how you get off the team real quick.
But once he saw it, man, look, this is what I do.
Right.
And I'm averaging before I switched and went and ended up going up to Philly and going to Temple and playing for Coach Chaney. After that, before that, I mean, I was averaging 16, about 3.2 steals.
Damn. Wow. Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's what's up.
I was a walk-on.
Right. Yeah,
I'm coming from Rucker Park.
This man played real college ball, was doing it down in Delaware, but then went up to Temple University, played for John Chaney when Temple was the shit against my UMass Minutemen when they were the shit. So this is a legit baller right here. That's what I got.
All right, now what year did you play for Chaney?
This was 95, 96.
Okay, you right a little bit after my homeboy. He played for Chaney back in the 80s. Matter of fact, he was in the same draft with Michael Jordan.
Oh, damn. Okay, 84.
My homeboy is Terrence Stansbury. He was the one that
he was in the slam dunk. Yeah, he was in
Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty.
Stansbury came up and visited the school a few times.
Yeah. Didn't he play he got drafted by the Pacers, right? When he played for the Pacers?
He played for the Pacers. He played for Seattle, but he was actually drafted by Dallas.
Dallas, yeah. He was drafted by
the
Dallas.
Mavericks. Okay. That's what somebody came to talk to y'all. Cool.
I was gonna say I was on that team with him, but I was the manager.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I was the manager.
Right.
But the thing about it is that I seen this team was supposed to be. I mean, we were state shit. We were winning the states every single year that he was on there. I mean, getting there. We never won the whole thing, but the thing about it is that we had the players to win this thing.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you, man, Stansbury was the truth when I first saw him when I first walked out on the court.
Stansbury was a monster.
He was. Max, say that last. He was though. Say that last thing you just said.
When I first saw him, I knew him all, when we was in like junior high and everything.
Right.
We knew that he went to Los Angeles and played out in California. But when he came back to Delaware, he came back and he went to Newark High, same high school I went to.
I went to Newark High. I swear to God.
Oh, you did nice. That's what's up. Damn right.
I went to Newark and I transferred from Newark and went to Brandywine.
Oh, damn right. Small world.
Oh my God.
Yeah, buddy. He know all this shit.
I'm a Brandywine Bulldog.
You should know where I live at then.
I'm a Brandywine Bulldog.
I live about 10 minutes away from Newark High right now.
Yeah.
It's called Newark High, like Newark, New Jersey?
Newark High. Because Newark, Delaware, that's just like Clayton, right?
Oh, wow.
It's
okay.
Newark.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
They got the airport and all. They got a little airport and all that stuff out there.
Only Newark I knew was in Jersey. Okay.
Nah.
That's dope. Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but I'm telling you where he at.
How long were you working? Were you the team manager with? And this was for that team. That was high school or that was college, wasn't it?
That was high school. I was with them I did 2 years. My junior and senior year, I was on manager for the team.
Okay.
Because the thing was that I had a little bit of game, but it's like, hey, we all couldn't be out on the court. So I said, you know what? I'll stick around with the team.
Right.
It wasn't no big deal. And like I said, hey, I would go out there and practice with the team and shoot around and stuff. And they was like, won't y'all just put him in? I'm like, nah. I said Stansbury and the guys that I played with or that was on the team, Big Stan, my man TC, all these guys were great. I mean, great ball players. Mm-hmm. The only problem was in our senior year, we had a team called Concord. Concord was.
I hate Concord High.
You know Concord.
I hate Concord High.
He knew exactly who he talking about. Well, that school was good, wasn't it?
I hated Concord
High. Damn, so they was good in your
era,
Mack, and your era, Rebel?
Yeah.
What's up with Concord? What is this powerhouse? Who runs that program?
Man.
God damn. Like that's like it's a 20-30 year gap between y'all, and they still was that good.
Bro, when I played for Brandywine, Concord was our rival, bro.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this, Mac. Is it the same like the Concord teams that he dealt with, same coach as when you were when y'all was going against him?
Yeah, probably. I mean, the coach that was on our team, he was there up until like maybe early 2000s. Okay. So I mean, it's like, and I was like, what? I came to the school. I came to Newark in 77, 76, 77, somewhere around there.
Wow.
But I'm telling you, man, Concord, and in football, it was Middletown.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I lived like maybe 20 minutes away from Middletown, and these brothers, man, they were on these country dudes up there, and we was like, what the hell is this? But I'm telling you, man. Hey, Rebel, I'm telling you. Hey, but check this out. Sir. My first 2 years, I went to Wilmington High.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Wilmington High was a black man's paradise. I ain't gonna lie.
Talk about it. How so? Talk about it.
Man,
I think I know.
When we was in junior high, we had to figure out where we were going to go to school. I said, I'm going to Wilmington High because my cousins, they all went to Howard because they lived on the east side around there. And I said, hell, I live South Bridge. I'm going all the way up to Wilmington High.
Howard High.
So Howard High School is on the east side.
Okay.
It's right off 9th Street. It's right off 9th.
Oh, okay.
It's on the east side.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Now Wilmington High had the best looking girls, I think. And man, I was like, I'm going up there. I'm going up there.
When I was in school, Newark had them pieces, man. I don't know.
That was the difference.
Man, Newark had them pieces.
Wilmington
man.
For you and Newark for him.
But you know what? Okay. When I actually went my junior and senior year, I was in Newark. And they started to bring out some women out there, but like I said, most of the women was there, like in Smyrna and Middletown and Cesar Rodney and all those places down there, Dover. I'm like, what? Because like you said, you went to Delaware State. Now Delaware State, I mean that's where we wanted to go because everybody was like, oh, that's where all the sisters are down there.
Man,
so
I feel like Delaware State still got a basketball program, don't they?
Yeah, they still got a basketball program, but it ain't.
It's not like what it was.
Nah.
I thought it was.
Okay.
I got to say this before we move next topic. What y'all say about Stansbury is 1,000,000% correct. Mm-hmm. Reason why I know is because the first slam dunk contest that GOAT was ever in, it was either 86 or 87. He was not talked about. Wilkins was Dominique. Human Highlight was talked about, and Terrence Stansbury. They predicted Stansbury to win the mug. You know what I'm saying? So that's how good that cat was. Mm-hmm. So I had
put him out in one of those rounds too.
Well,
he put Jordan out in one of those rounds. And
I remember I was like 9. I was like 9 years old watching that.
Yeah, I don't know if he put him out. I think he got put out by GOAT, but he got far. Yeah. But it ended up being GOAT and Neek. But all right, so I got to say this. So what made you threw Navy in there? And I remember you told me you had some military experience. Why Navy? Why did you join the service?
Man, I looked at it this way. I wanted to see the world. I said, you know what? I want to get out. And it wasn't really nothing in here. It wasn't nothing really in here in Delaware. I mean, it's like, hey, we small. If I want to go down south, go down to Baltimore, go back home, go up north, go to Philly, go to New York. I said, man, you know what? I might as well just get me a free ride to go all over the world. And man, I got on that freaking battleship and I did go all the way around the world. And I went to some places where I can't even believe and just like I told my sons, I said, look, y'all need to do this while you're young.
Right.
Because like now I can just sit back and tell y'all stories about all the times I had when I was in the military, when I was in the Navy.
I wanted to go to the Marine Corps, but my father told me no, man.
Yeah, because, I mean, they ain't the one to go to. The one to go to is the
I
Navy.
wanted to go to the Marines.
Why you want to be a Marine?
Because my father was a Marine.
Oh, okay. Them cats is crazy.
So I'm like, yo, I want to go into the Marine Corps. And I was talking to my mom about it.
Yeah.
She told him, and I remember sitting on the couch, and I was like maybe 10 or 11.
Yeah.
He was like, hell no.
But you're 10 or 11. You would say if you were serious, you would have thought about that when you were 17,
serious.
18. 18 though. 17, 18.
Nah, by that time I was off into I was a totally different person.
I feel you. But if he would if he would have instilled it in you back then, you probably would have. Okay.
Went.
I get it.
If he was around, and I'd have went.
No doubt. Why so where were you stationed? Where were you stationed, Mack, and where did you go? How long were you in?
Okay. When I was in for 9.5 years. I went from 1981 all the way up to 1990.
Thank you for your service.
I got out.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
I appreciate it. I actually got out right before the first Gulf War. I got hurt and had a messed up knee, and they said, look, we're gonna put you on shore duty, and after that we gotta see how you go. I said, well, you know what? First Gulf War, I want to go back on my ship. They were like, nah, we're sending you home. And I'm like, oh gosh.
You got medical discharge?
I was actually stationed. I did my boot camp up in Great Lakes, Illinois, and that was the coldest fucking place I ever been to in my life.
Same. Yes, sir.
Woo.
Yeah, cold as a bitch. Yeah.
Cold as a motherfucker.
Oh God, it was horrible. You gotta if you any folks out there that's listening right now, if you're thinking about joining the Navy, join when it is warm or when it's about to be warm.
Exactly.
Not join
in
February like my dumb ass did, because I experienced the same thing.
But I tell you, check this out. Now I went from Great Lakes. They said, hey, we got something new going on. We got a battleship that's just getting ready to be back in commission. And I'm like, what? A battleship? I was like, damn, they ain't had those things since like World War II and shit.
Right.
It was like, nah, you going to go home, get about a 2-week rest.
Yep.
Then you're going to be heading out to Long Beach, California to go to the USS New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
I was on that bad boy from early 82 to late 85.
Wow.
And man, that was phew. Wow. I met Reagan on that too. So, it's like
his sorry ass ain't gonna come to get that photo out. So you did Westpacks.
Yeah.
You did Westpacks?
Yeah. I did. One Westpac turned into actually a world tour.
Wow. Okay. For the uninitiated, when you're stationed, you got two different options, right? If you're stationed on the East Coast in the United States, you do a med cruise. That's called a Mediterranean cruise. You hit like the Eastern Hemisphere of the planet. That's where you go, all the European countries, stuff like that. If you're on the West Coast of the United States,
Pacific.
there you go. You do a Westpac, which is the Western Hemisphere, and you hit up what is it, Asia and in the Middle East and all that. And, those are the places I went. How did a Westpac, which is only supposed to be 6 months, but sometimes they go longer. How did a Westpac, which is only supposed to be the Western Hemisphere, turn into the entire globe? What popped off? I know some drama must have popped off. Something.
They had some problems over in the Middle East, and always. I think it was the Lebanon was starting to boil up, and Lebanon, Syria, and all that area down there was starting to boil up.
Yeah.
So what they did was we were headed. Okay, we had went to Hawaii, and then after we left Hawaii, we were headed towards the Philippines and Japan.
Right.
By middle of the way, they told us turn that boat around, head to the Panama Canal, so y'all can go on the other side to get over there to Lebanon.
Wow.
And man, that changed everything. But I tell you one thing, one place I would love to go back to is Panama.
Oh,
Panama was jumping up in that place.
Panama?
Right, of course.
I ain't never been there.
Man, I have never seen.
Yeah, hell yeah. South America, Panama. Yes, sir. Talk about it.
I never seen women that was so beautiful that could speak Spanish, and I didn't understand a goddamn word they were saying. But I was all good. I was like, oh man. I was like, man. We went to the through the Panama Canal, and then we were heading out towards we stopped a little bit in Puerto Rico, got some supplies and everything like that. And then we headed on over to Lebanon. And we sat out on the coast of that bad boy for over 400 some odd days, man.
Were you by yourself or y'all with a fleet?
They told us to go by ourselves because we were battleship and ain't nobody wasn't going to mess with us.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think we were like the only battleship in the fleet at that time. But like I was telling you before, I saw the Missouri and I saw the Iowa and the Wisconsin. All four of those were actually commissioned at one time. But they like I said, those battleships were they're something. I mean, they were something, man. They were something.
I did not know they named the battleship after states, but I guess that's the thing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, they named submarines after states too. Some of them have states and city names.
Right.
And kind of weird because actually there's a ship that was named after my last name, Briscoe, and I was like, man, the USS Briscoe was I think it was a destroyer or a cruiser or something like that. But like I said, I served on the USS New Jersey, and I served on the USS Cape Cod, which was a repair ship as well.
Where was that station? Where was that station at?
Cape Cod was out of San Diego.
What?
And
God, that's crazy. That's wild. Yeah, they love to keep it like not where they should have it. All right, give me this before we move on from Navy. Give me your best naval story, either on the ship or at out on Liberty. In Liberty, to civilians, that means free.
Is this a PG show?
No, not at all. When I mark this on YouTube, it literally says yes for kids, no not for kids. It's always no not for kids. So yeah. Drop it.
Oh man, let me see. Oh man, let me see. Okay, okay. This is when I was on the Cape Cod. I was on the Cape Cod repair ship, and me and a couple brothers, we were drinking and shit. Okay. And we wasn't supposed to be drinking on the ship.
Right.
So they threw me under the bus. I took the rap. So I was on restriction for like, I'll say the first couple weeks or so when we got there, when we got in Japan.
Hold on, Matt, I just want to explain for those uninitiated, restrictions mean you cannot leave the ship when the ship hits port. That means you have to have stupid, ridiculous meetings. You have to meet up at a certain place and have a muster. Muster is a Navy name for a meeting, and you have to be there. If you are not there, boy, you better drink some water. If you are not there, you get in trouble. So yeah, restriction sucks. Keep going, bro.
Yeah, but hey, matter of fact, I want to say this. Big props to you, and thank you for your service as well.
Oh, no problem, bro.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
But when I got off restriction over in Japan, and we was stationed over there for 9 months. So I had to, like I said, I had to just chill out and try to figure out what I was going to do and everything. So. They were telling me about, everybody had like a 2-week jump on me to find places and stuff like that. Me and my homeboys, we was like, oh man, you got to go to this club, man. This club where had nothing but Japanese girls in there, and we were talking and everything, and um, I met up with one, and we got together. We were, pretty straight and everything. We was together for a little while,
Okay.
and she cried because when I left her, she was like telling me she wanted to marry me, and I was like, oh no, we can't be doing all that. I said, how the hell am I gonna bring you back over here?
Of course.
Marry her. That's how.
All right, so that's the best story. Are you serious, man?
Well,
Come on, now.
that's just
You got something better than that. What the fuck?
You done slutted something out on
Right,
off
like,
that,
come
off
on,
that
man.
shit.
You got some type
I
of.
try to be PG, dog. I try to be PG.
No, I
respect it.
I literally said this ain't a PG show. I got a story in Singapore better than that. Come on, bro, give me some.
All right, let me see. Let me see. Oh man, when we went up to Canada on that battleship, man, we were
Oh, Canadian women. Wow.
it seemed like every place we went, there were women that was always trying to jump on the ship or follow us. I mean,
No shit.
we had man, I never experienced anything like I did when I was in Canada. Canadian women up there, they were like sisters, all kinds. I mean, it was. I never thought I would have 4 women at once.
4 at one time. Go ahead, boy. 4 at one time.
4-1. I was like, no, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I was like, you're trying to keep an eye on everything. You want to keep an eye on your wallet, your money, and see if none of these little women want to try to run up out of there with it. But yeah, we had a great old time. I'm just gonna say, you guys know what happened when brothers went up there and we were like, took over a freaking town and stuff like that.
No doubt.
And Vancouver was never the same after I guess we left.
Oh my God, BC, British Columbia, I love you. I'm gonna just give some folks some context, real talk. This is the 100% truth. Mack is trying to be humble right now, and I don't like it, but I'm just gonna. He gave a little bit, but honest to goodness, Canada, Australia.
Yes.
Where's the other one? Canada, Australia, and Japan. They love black men, and I don't know what it is, and it's because they don't see them. And in Canada and Australia, Rebel, they treat us like the fucking kings we are. I don't know, I had like at least 2 or 3, and I had 2 down in Australia talking about take me with you. Give me your address. I'll send you this. There's a couple dudes who had women sending them stuff. Same thing up in Canada. I found out in Canada when I physically went up there. I never got sent up there with the Navy, but I was stationed in Washington State. So we would drive up there, and man, they effing take care of you. I still got family up there to this day. I still talk to them. So like that's how, yeah, like major shout out to them. Like shout out to Seychelles, BC. Shout out to Vancouver, BC. I mean, Canadian women treat you the way you want to be treated. Like they treat black men like the kings that we are. That's especially in Australia. Oh my God, both of them countries. So yeah.
But I was going to say the thing about it is that I was messing with this one before I left out of there, and I almost missed the boat. It literally missed the boat because we were in the park getting down. The next thing you know, I was like, wait a minute, ain't we supposed to be leaving something? And next thing you know, I'm running, trying to throw my clothes on, running down. And next thing you know, I see the boat pulling out. I was like, oh shoot, I gotta jump. I said, I never thought I would be Carl Lewis in that damn situation, but I jumped and I made it on the boat. And then next thing you know, the master of arms came up and said, we need to talk to you.
Oh, like, now there you go. That's the story I was looking for. Thank you, sir. Wait, bring it back a fucking tick. So hold up. Let's bring that back. You in the park getting busy. Lost track of time. Because I had to, look, I'm so glad he said this because Rebel, I had to do this when I was in boot camp, right? When I was in boot camp, was we married? No, we weren't married yet. My high school sweetheart, she came up there, and my mom and my grandmother to come, and my aunt to come see me. And when you get done with boot camp, you have like 2 days to kick it with your family, but you have to be back on the you got to be back at your back on the base at a certain time. If you're not back on the base at a certain time, and if you late, then you lose your ability to go fucking out. So what he's saying is the truth. Now it's even worse with him because you was about to get left.
On this shit.
Oh my God! I'll finish my story later. Tell me this.
Yeah, I almost got left. I have never in my life thought I would. I was. My heart was pounding, man. I was running like a freaking Usain Bolt trying to get up in there, and I jumped, and I was like, "Thank God I made it." I was like, and as soon as I jumped on that bad boy, the master arms was like, "We need to talk to you. You not dressed. You just got here, right?" And I just got here. I said, "Y'all can see that I'm trying to get back." Oh man, I had to spend like maybe a week on restriction going back to the States and everything. But
a week, that's it.
Yeah, that one was crazy.
How far was the ship away from the pier, my dude?
It had just started to leave, and I'm like, they had just pulled away the landing, the steps and everything.
Yep.
I jumped. I just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna jump."
Damn, that's some bullshit. Because now go ahead. What would you say, Rebel? Say what? Now here's the thing. You lucky you were on a small ship. Because I was on the USS Carl Vinson, an aircraft carrier. There was no jumping on shit. There was no jumping. If that happened to you, you would just watch that motherfucker leave and be sad than a bitch. And know that was your ass. Because this is my next question. How, if you missed it completely, how would you?
I was great ass.
You know what I mean?
If you miss it, how you get back? What do they do? Who you call?
You SOL.
Not Ghostbusters, I know that. Who the fuck do you call?
No, but it's funny. It's funny because like if I jumped and I was like, okay, this is not too far. I said, I got to do this. I jumped, but the thing about it is that I was looking over to my right, and I was not too far from a rope, a mooring line that was actually, right there. So I mean, it's like if I missed it, I could have got on the mooring line and they could have pulled me up from there. So I was like, okay,
But what if you just missed it and went straight in the water?
Exactly.
And the boat was gone.
Exactly.
You screwed.
Oh my God. This okay. Again, for those that are uninitiated, a mooring line is basically the huge, and I'm talking about these ropes are stupid thick, y'all. Dumb thick that we use to connect the ship to the pier and unconnected to the pier. And man, what? This man talking about I'm gonna tell you like this, Mac.
I had to think. I was like, oh man, I had to do one or two things. Either jump and know I could try to make it, or just pray that I can make it. Or if I missed it, thank God that mooring line was there because they would pull me up and they would have said, well, all right, here we got one.
Right. So what is it? So who would you have called? Who would you have called if you missed it? Who would you know what I'm saying?
I had my mom's phone number. I was like, but see, that's the thing. We didn't even have cell phones back then.
Well, I know.
That's
back
what
in
I'm saying.
how
would you made that call?
How would you?
I probably would have went to homegirl's house and say, look, I got to get back to the States. I mean, if not, I'm a AWOL. I'm AWOL like I'm not. I'm like,
she had a house. Y'all in the park. I don't think she had a house. That's why y'all was in the park.
Man, that is so. Man. So you would have went back to her house and then tried to ring. You calling DC? You calling the U.S. Navy? Like, oh my! I'm just trying to figure out like. Because this is the only reason. Go ahead, man.
This is who?
I said the only thing I had to do was call my mom and say, pray that I could get back. Y'all can send me some. Trying to figure out how I could get back. I don't know. I was like really lucky because I was like, I don't know. I don't know. The Lord was on my side that day.
He was. You don't even know how he would. Yo, in real talk.
This is Staff Sergeant such and such. Hey, listen.
He said fast yeah.
I was trying to get some pussy, and yeah, man, I jumped on the boat and I missed the boat. The boat left.
Yeah.
I'm stuck
I
over here.
don't know what to do.
Boat
That
gone. I'm
is
stuck over here
funny.
in Okinawa, some damn where.
Yeah, I mean,
You think
he said Okinawa.
you send somebody come get me?
Yo, honest to goodness, we had somebody go AWOL when we were in Australia. I'll never forget this brother name. His name is Spivey. Cool brother.
Oh.
Spivey always seemed like though he was not cut out for the Navy because he did not like the work. He did not like the shit. Because you know how it is when you're in the Navy, when you're on a boat, you working damn near 24/7. The only time you like off is if you don't have a watch
Or you sleep.
Or you sleep. You know what I mean? So that's the only time you really off for real.
Yeah.
And Spivey was not for that shit. And we went to, I don't know if it was when we were in Hobart or Perth, Australia. Hobart is like Tasmania / Tasmania is where the Tasmanian devil comes from, and Perth is like Sydney.
Yeah.
It's like a major city and shit. And I think it's when we was in country ass Hobart, which is even weirder. And Spivey did not come back, and then nobody. I was like, that's the last, because he low key talked about it before, but I thought he was just bullshitting. At another port he talked, I want to say he talked about it in fucking Singapore.
That nigga got on the bus and left.
Bruh, he straight did not. He went
He
AWOL
got
like a
on the bus
motherfucker.
and left Australia, caught a bus to North Carolina.
I know one thing. If he ever and he noticed, and Mack and I noticed, if he ever came like popped his head up and the U.S. found out about it, that man is Leavenworth, Kentucky bound. Like he will be in Leavenworth, which is a military jail like a motherfucker. The U.S. military takes going AWOL extremely serious.
So even if they catch you 40 years later, you still got to answer for that.
Fuck yes.
Ain't no statute of limitations on that.
Not on that. Not on that, Rebel. Not on that.
He gonna put his ass.
They don't play about going AWOL. Am I lying, Mac? Am I lying?
They gonna put his
No,
ass.
you ain't lying.
They gonna
Not
put his
at
ass in
all.
Guantanamo
Not at all.
Bay.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say this. It's a good thing that we did serve because hey, you know, that asshole in the fucking White House didn't serve a goddamn thing, and he's.
Not at all.
You know, I don't even want to get started on that bastard.
We can. You know how you know how I do. But okay, I want to bring it up. I want to bring it up to current day. What? And I think you kind of mentioned this earlier and stuff, man. What made you come out? First off, how long you been doing the podcast, and what brought you to it?
Well, I was going to say, yeah, just clarify that.
No doubt.
Well,
You said the way you said it, dang, it's
I wrote for a website. It was called Cali Sports News. I wrote for that for I think 5 years, from 15 to 20, and you know, I was like to the point where I was like I didn't feel like getting up writing all the time, and I was like, you know what, let me just start. Everybody was doing a podcast. I said, hell, let me try this.
Right.
So, you know, I said, you know, podcast wasn't too bad. I think I got like 200. I just did episode 282 yesterday.
Congratulations, bro. That is number 280.
But see, that 282.
When'd you start the pod? When'd you start it?
I started in January of 20.
Okay. Wow.
January of 20.
Before
So
pandemic hit.
yeah, we just went over 5 years. But see, there was like, you know,
bro.
if it could have been like close to 300 because like there was some weeks where I just took off. I mean, like, you know, like a couple weeks ago I took off because I thought my wife was going to have surgery.
Right.
So, you know, I was like, you know, I want to spend some time with her or whatever.
Still
But
praying for her, bro.
I just thought that it would, I just thought it would be a cool thing just to do and like interview people and maybe, you know, talk, like I said, talk sports, talk shit, talk it, you know, basically just do anything. But, you know, like I told you, man, you guys are always welcome. You know, you ain't got no, you know, we definitely gonna have to get together. Matter of fact, we had to probably get together and talk some football, you know, because season coming up and everything. So,
Definitely.
you know, you guys are always welcome.
I'll be out in Delaware in a couple months.
Say that again, Rebel.
I'll be out in Delaware in a couple months.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, cool.
Shit.
Cool.
You can
Matter of fact, Oh, give him my number. You know, like I said, you know, when you come out this way, I'll hook up with you. I'll try to hook up with you.
Yes, sir.
If I'm not on the road, they're killing my ass or whatever. You know,
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
that's a fact.
Right.
Definitely.
For
I
sure.
will 100% do that. Maybe y'all can do a home and home. I am. I'm so glad that you're doing the show, Mac, because you know sports, you know the history, because that's one thing I love. I'm a history buff, and I'm definitely a history buff when it comes to sports. You know what I'm saying? So I love that you keeping that going. How did you? You seem like you definitely super intelligent brother. You got a military experience. Sport, you more than welcome. Sports knowledge out the yin yang. How did you become a truck driver? How long you been doing that?
You know, when I got out of the Navy, I was like, I wanted to. My thing was I was a shipbuilder. I was a welder, ship fitter, all that stuff. I, acquired all that knowledge and everything. But, it was like to the point where I said, I did kind of like driving. So I actually started driving in '96. And I worked for, oh, jeez, you tell me who I didn't work for. UPS, DHL, Pepsi, Coke, shit. The worst person I worked for was A. Dewey Powell. They racist as I don't know what.
Who was it? Who was that?
A. Dewey Powell.
What
A.
is
Dewey
that?
Powell is racist.
Okay.
They're
trucking
most
company.
racist, but yeah, and they claim that they all family and all this, that, and the other, but they racist as I don't know what.
I believe it.
Anyway, I mean, it's just that I started driving. And I was like, hey, you know what? This is kind of cool. I could drive. Kick back. I don't have to worry about anything and stuff like that. But like, I've been driving over. It'll be 30 years next year.
Wow,
And 40. No, 30 years next year.
30 years.
30 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
1995.
Shit, bro.
That's congratulations, bro. I want to do the only thing I've been doing for that long is breathing. So I'm happy. I'm happy to be doing that. Mac, you were an incredible. I got to give you props just being a truck driver. I don't know how the f y'all. God bless it. My shit fell.
My pop been driving trucks since I was like 8.
Bro, like how do y'all do the shit? And how do they do it? Because what I don't get is I love driving. I love doing it. I'll get on the road and I'll mob to wherever. Shit, I drove to my crib, Springfield, Massachusetts from here. It was a 16-hour drive. I did it. I had no problem doing it. But you truck drivers, you guys are out there with 16, 18-wheelers, whatever. Weather, how do you deal with that and not lose your shit?
Focus.
For real.
What? Yeah, it is focus, and the thing about it is that you have to get enough sleep. What I was telling you the other day is that what I just did this week was the most I ever drove in my life. I have never did a turn where I did almost 2,600 miles
in 1 week.
In 1 week. This is the most. Usually what I average is about like 12, 13,
Wow. Wow.
So, I mean, usually my route usually takes me from Long Island, New York, down to Baltimore or Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Now, this week I went from Baltimore to Rochester to New Jersey. From New Jersey, I had to go to sleep, go back to Boston, drive up there. Then I had to come back, go down to Washington, D.C. From there, I went back up to Boston, and then I came back home. Yesterday, I didn't get home until like 5 o'clock in the morning. And I went to sleep around 10 o'clock, and that was a 24-hour stretch where I had not had any sleep.
Jesus.
So I was like, but see, that's the thing. Like the day is cool because I got up late today, and I got fantasy drafts later and stuff like that. But I had it's a lot of things. But the thing about it is that you got to get your sleep, got to get your rest, and you got to focus because believe me, there's some crazy. New York is. How it is up in New York. New York is the worst driving place I've ever been to.
You ain't lying. Them in L.A.
But you know what? Those people up in Boston, they drive a little scared up there. So
Yeah,
you
and they
know, I
drive crazy
always
up there too.
tease them because them pilgrims up there, they drive real slow.
They do. I love my state, but yeah, they drive wild. Well, Mac, I got to give you props on that, man. Your life in and of itself has been ridiculous and just outstanding. Like the stories you have, man, is dope. But we gonna switch over to some sports stuff right quick. We're gonna get into a funner part of the show. Well, actually, shit, all of this has been fun. All right, this is the news of the week. This is the news of the season. I wanted to get both of you brothers' opinion on this. This is crazy. Fucking dude, Jerry Jones trades Michael Parsons just because he didn't want to pay him. Okay. Rebel, your thoughts. Like, come on, man. This shit.
Other than saying he fucked up?
Right, other than that.
Come on, man. Like, you don't want it. Like, it ain't like he ain't worth it. Right? Like, I hope they take the biggest L.
They are.
Outside of this one.
Right.
They gonna, man, what?
How do you?
That was stupid.
I never seen Aaron Donald get traded. I never seen LT get traded. And what they got back for him, they got back, what is it? I think a tackle, a 30-year-old tackle, and 2 first-round picks for next year. They got nothing back that helps them this season.
Nothing.
I think this shit was out of spite or something. Like, that don't make any. Man, what you got? What you got on it, Guru?
Yeah, you know what? Green Bay, they gave it to him. I mean, it's like I can't understand how in the hell, you know, Michael Parsons is probably. I got to see what this other kid does, Abdul Carter. You know, because Penn State puts out some.
There's no one they can pick right now to replace his production.
You say they get no one that can get to replace.
Who are they going to pick right now to replace his production?
Nobody.
Who?
Nobody. You can't. Nobody at all.
You effed yourself.
But
finish your point, man.
I think they screwed up. They really screwed up. But Jerry's senile. This senile motherfucker, he don't know what he's doing.
He is,
and that's why Dallas ain't gonna be what they're gonna be.
And I love the fact that we can say they are eliminated from playoff contention before the season has even started. There's not too many seasons where you can do that with the Cowgirls. Even if you pay attention, you can, because they're only good on paper.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
It's this year.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree or disagree that he is the elite part of their defense?
Who, Micah? Mm-hmm. Of Cowgirls or Packers?
Cowgirls.
He was.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say that they're going to take a major step back.
Huge. Okay. Because like you said.
Make sure I ain't tripping.
No, you are not tripping at all. The only people that are tripping are Jones and the Cowgirls brass. Because like you said, you can't replace that production. That production that his defense would keep them in games. Except the home games, because the home games they got blown out. Mm-hmm. But other than that, like, man, I just don't see it. All right, Mac, tell me this now. Who is your the jersey you rocking right now? I don't know who is that on your jersey, and who is your team?
Okay, my team. All right. I'm gonna have to pull this one off for you.
Don't say nothing crazy.
Okay.
Don't say nothing
now
crazy.
This is actually my team.
Whoever you want.
You've been good all day. Don't say nothing. Oh my God.
He said you've been good all day. Jacksonville, my dude. The Jaguars.
You've been good all show.
What? Who you? But you got what's that? A Raiders jersey you got on?
Yeah, I do like I said when the coach left, I had to root for somebody. I rooted for the Raiders, and I do. I still have like roots in with the Raiders and everything. Me and my oldest son are Raider fans. And my youngest son, he's a fucking Eagle fan. I don't know.
Ho, man. There will be no blasphemy of the Eagles while I'm sitting at this table. There will be none.
My respect, out of respect.
And then, let me tell you something. He's in Delaware, right? Let me tell you this. 99.9% of Delaware. He makes up that 1%. That ain't an Eagles fan in Delaware. Everybody in Delaware is an Eagles fan.
Straight up?
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, man.
I was just praying he would say
it's 30 minutes to the stadium.
I was praying he would say something fucked up about Philly. I was praying. Love this shit.
Hey, Rebel,
give it to him, man. Give it to him.
And you know what, Rebel? I used to tease my son, my wife, all my family. Everybody was an Eagle fan. I used to tease them. I was like, man, at least y'all never seen one of these Raider jerseys or But you know what? I gotta give it to them. And you know what? Champions earn respect.
I've been an Eagle fan since Cunningham was the quarterback.
Oh my God, that was my boy. That was my dude.
Randall was the quarterback.
Dude. Like
I've been,
Michael Vick cool and all, and
he
these
cool.
new dudes is cool, but Randall?
Yeah.
Shit.
Randall
but you know,
man, 30 years ago,
my boy, Deshaun Jackson, he's the coach at Delaware State.
Yes, he is. Yep, head coach.
Yep.
Yep, show is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Show is. I saw
Now
that.
check this out. I want to say this. I actually used to live right down the street from his high school, Long Beach Poly.
Oh, he's from LBC. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yep,
Okay.
Long Beach Poly.
That's what's up.
Guess who else went there? Snoop Dogg and Tony Gwynn.
I don't care about Snoop no more. He cooning too much for dump. I'm good on him. Tony Gwynn, rest in peace. We love you, bro. All right, so that's what's up. All right, so
You ain't even gotta ask me.
right.
You ain't even gotta ask me. You already know what my question is. I'm riding once again. That's why I'm going to take you this year again. Once again.
I mean, you right up. I wasn't gonna ask you that, so I'll ask this man. Who do you have? Yo, your Philly love is crazy. Here's the thing, Mac. Here's the thing, though, right? He was on it. He was on it like this last year too. A Rebel was on it like this last year, but man, when they finally got over that hump, it accentuated. Matter of fact, let me ask you this. I gotta ask this question, Rebel. Which championship do you love more? Nick Foles championship? Jalen Hurts championship? Oh shit, he's pondering this. He pondering this, Guru.
I think
Jalen.
Yep.
Wow. Even though you beat the greatest.
You
beat the greatest team ever in football with the Pats.
Right.
But Belichick fucked us over. He self-sabotages like because he's a bitch. But wow, you like the Jalen one last year.
But Jalen,
okay.
but because of the backlash he was getting, the doubt that he was getting, the hate he was getting, and he shut all that shit up.
He did.
He shut all that shit up.
He shut it the fuck down.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, bro, you know, champions do get respect, and I said, you know, I tease a lot of my family and everything, but you know what, they earned it. I mean, they earned it. I hate to say the word deserve because, you know, my thing is that the only thing in life you deserve is an ass kicking. But the thing is that you earn everything in life,
right?
And the Eagles earned it. I mean, they play. I mean, they topped the best team in football, Kansas City, and you know they did their thing.
Easily.
They did their thing.
No they whooped Kansas City.
They whooped they ass from giddy up at your crib.
City,
giddy up. I mean, Kansas City ain't have shit coming. Matter of fact, speaking, and I watched it at Montega Rebel House. I cannot. You know what? The next thing I'm ready for, Rebel, Mac. I know you ready for this too. Canelo versus goddamn Mr. Crawford.
Oh yeah.
Come on with it. I'm ready for that motherfucking fight, Jack.
Can't wait.
And I'm going for Canelo. I'm going with Canelo.
Oh, right.
I'm going with Canelo.
I think that white boy Mexican gonna beat his ass. Unfortunately, who you got in that? Who you got in that? So. That's who you got too, Guru.
Mm-hmm.
I got him too. Yeah. I got him too.
Canelo ain't no
joke.
Think,
you know, Canelo has it. Canelo. That was the man. I mean, it's just that he, you know, all the stuff that he's been through. I think that he can definitely pull this one out.
No doubt.
He's going to hurt Crawford.
He is.
He's not going to just win. Right. He going to hit him and hurt him, man.
Right. Crawford ain't never had a test like this.
Man, listen. He going to hit that boy and hurt that boy, man.
You get in the fight though, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to be at this man's house again. Right. That's all I'm worried. I just want to be at Rebel Crib. All right, man. All right, so
we order pizza, wings, and all that old good stuff.
Right. Get all that shit.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. You going to get it the fuck in.
Yeah.
All right, so here's my question for you, Mac, because we know what Rebels is. Who do you see in this new in this upcoming NFL season that kicks off on the 4th? Who do you see making a deep run?
Eagles.
Yeah. I say the Eagles, and you know everybody say Buffalo, but I'm not sure. You know, I really think that the Ravens have the ability to do this. But the thing about it is that, like, Lamar's got to learn how to not turn the ball over, like always. And like I said, it would be nice to see a Philadelphia-Baltimore Super Bowl. I think that's what's probably going to happen.
Oh,
because Buffalo hasn't.
I'm going.
Buffalo hasn't.
If that happens, I'm going.
Me too. Shit.
That happens, I'm going.
Good call. That was a great call by Mac. I would love to see that. And I hear him on that, and I definitely hear you. I get it. But to me, I really think, and I think it's because of it literally what just happened. I got Green Bay going deep. I really do. Now, I want to see B-More win it, or I want to see Buffalo win it, right? That's what I want to see win it. But to make a run, and who is highly fucking motivated? Micah Parsons. Who else is highly motivated? That Packer defense. Who else is highly motivated? That Packers organization. Like, if Jordan Love, Mr., kind of unhealthy, if he can stay healthy for the majority of the season and play smart, and that run game come together,
that's it.
You know what I'm saying? I really think Green Bay can make a serious run. I don't know. What y'all think?
But Jacobs is probably going to be the factor for them because, I was so upset when he left the Raiders, man, because I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. This dude was the truth. I mean, and then, we went through that bull crap about a couple years ago where they didn't want to pay no running backs.
Right.
Jacob.
Right.
And what's his name? Henry showed that they need to pay these dudes, man, because these dudes are something else.
Yep. It's kind of funny too, right? You went through the era we don't want to pay running backs, but who was the one that got broke off? McCaffrey. Who was he? The only white running back in the whole league. How does one white running back get paid more than everybody, and he's the only one that get broke off and nobody else gets paid? But luckily, hopefully these teams are coming to their senses with Barkley and, like you said, Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, yeah.
Running
but
all
see,
over
another thing too, Barkley. The whole thing with Barkley and the Giants.
Oh my God!
I was like, you know what? I said they're gonna probably end up winning the Super Bowl.
Right.
I said hell.
And that element right there. Giants playing themselves, letting them go to Philly for damn near nothing. Like, what y'all give up to get him? Do you remember?
What?
What y'all gave up to get Saquon? Did y'all give up any? Wait, it wasn't a trade neither. It was a free agent. Right.
Yeah. Free agent signed it.
Almost like the same, like with the same dynamic. I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen the same. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's the same mojo, but it's looking similar to New York, Philly, Dallas, Green Bay. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there now. All right. Now it's time for the game that has been sweeping America. Everyone loves this, and I can understand why. It is who played on that team. There it is. All right. I'm your host, OThaGreat. We're here with another episode, another segment of Who Played on That Team. Today, our contestants are Montega Rebel from St. Louis, Delaware, Brooklyn, and everyone else. Say hello, Mr. Rebel.
What's happening?
All right. Our other guest, Sports Guru. Sports Guru, a.k.a. Mack from Delaware. From, guess what? Delaware. Say hi, Mac.
What's up, y'all?
All right. So now we're gonna start the game show. Now, Rebel, this is gonna be kind of hard for you because we're going back to the 80s on this, so hopefully you can do something with it. But yes, we are. I wanted to make it relevant for our guy. He says he is he's a huge I'm just going to do this because I like you, Mac. He's a huge Lakers fan. He likes the Lakers. It's like I throw up in my mouth when I say it with the F. Oh God, it's hard to say it. He's a fan of that Los Angeles team, but it's easier to say it.
It's okay.
It's easier to say that again, Mac.
You can call us the fakers. I know. They ain't worth a damn right now. So
They really
call
ain't. I can't stand the bitches. But in the 80s, they were the Lakers. 80s and prior, they were the fucking Lakers. So you said you know Lakers teams. I know you do. So we got a twist on this. I want you to give me the 19. You said you remember the Lakers and the Celtics teams. I know you know the Lakers rosters. I want you to name 5 players off of, and Rebel, you can do the same thing. Mac, you're gonna go first. Give me 5. No, you know what? This is too easy. Give me 6 players off the 1984 Boston Celtics roster.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
Give me one.
Okay. All right.
I know you can do number 1, shit. That's the easy.
Larry Bird.
There it is. Boom. You got it. Number 1. There it is. Where's my sound? I need my sound effect. I gotta make this. Damn, you can barely hear the mug. There it is. You got all net. All right, Rebel, you're up. Give me a player.
84.
Yes, sir. Championship winning Celtics team.
Robert Parrish.
There, boy, go ahead, boy. We going back-to-back swishes out this bitch. There it is. Nailed it. Gotta have a sound effect, might do it. All right. Who you got? Sports Guru?
How about the late great Dennis Johnson?
Oh, that's my guy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
DJ was the man. He was the killer.
That was one of my favorite. Like, I love him. That's one of my favorite Celtics to this day. Straight up. All right, Rebel, you are up. Who you got?
What was his name?
Who you got?
What was dude's name? Kevin McHale.
There it is.
There it is.
Man, y'all wet out this bitch. Somebody about to miss it here in a minute though. I know. Y'all straight wet. All right, Matt, you up?
All right, I'm thinking. You said Kevin McHale. I'm gonna have to probably go with.
I know where you're going.
Mr. Leprechaun, Gerald Henderson.
Oh, whoa! Let me check that.
Gerald Henderson.
Damn, he got it. God damn, he got that. He got that.
I don't even remember who that was.
Gerald Henderson was famous because he, I want to say, in that final in '84 or in the playoffs in '84, Johnny Most, who was a Celtics announcer, has like the famous call, Henderson stole the ball. Henderson steals the ball. Like, because he got a crucial steal on some damn body and laid it up. You know what I'm saying? Got the steal and
I think it was worthy. I think it was worthy.
Yeah, it was in the finals, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was worthy.
And the messed up part is my man Red Auerbach, rest in peace, the basketball architect, one of the greatest basketball minds ever. I love this man because if it wasn't for Red Auerbach, we wouldn't be in that league. He traded Gerald Henderson the next fucking year because he had. But check it. Guess who his choice was? Guess who his choice was? Rick Carlisle. It was either Rick Carlisle or Gerald Henderson. Which one do we keep? Oh man, it's crazy. All right, you're up. You're up, Rebel.
You said Robert Parrish. You said Larry Bird, Kevin.
I don't know. Did anybody say him? I don't know if anybody said him.
Danny Ainge.
You got it. You
Danny-
got it. You
Danny
got it.
Ainge.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Boy,
Danny
you ain't missed
Ainge.
yet. I knew you was about to break something. There you go. Still wet. Jumper still wet. Mac, you're up. I think that might be.
I was about 7 or 8 watching that game.
Damn right you was. I know I was.
Yeah.
I was younger though. Mac.
All right,
I think you got
Let me
5. You got no. This is your. You said Legend, McHale. You said Legend, DJ, and then you said Gerald. This will be your 4th one. Who you got?
Okay. I think he was number 50. Greg Kite.
Yep. Great. You got great name. Great
Hell
guy.
no.
You talk about He nailed it. You talk about somebody who was in the league entirely too long. This dude was just a big ass stiff out there. Played for the Magic with Shaq. He was so trash. Oh, I couldn't.
Hey, either him or John Concac.
With the Hawks, no doubt. I had his basketball card, no doubt. John Concat. Who you got, Rebel?
You know what I got next? And this is because I just watched a highlight. And he snapped in Game 7 of the '84 Finals.
Ooh, talk about it. Oh, I know who you about to go with.
Who?
Huh?
Cedric Maxwell.
That's it, the cornbread, boy. You damn right.
Yeah.
This is my boy right here, dog.
Cedric
You
Maxwell.
Right.
Cedric Maxwell.
Sir. Yes, sir. That was, man, that's a switch like a mother. And he was MVP.
Yeah.
He was MVP. Actually, though, I don't know if it was he Finals MVP in '84 or an earlier year? Because I know one of them years he was Finals MVP.
I think it was. I'm not sure. I think it may have been '84.
I think it was '84. Feel free to look that up if you want. But yeah, Cornbread was my dude. I thought
Cedric Maxwell.
First. And major shout out to Cornbread because Cornbread still calls Celtic games for, I don't know what the call letters is, of course, but for Boston Sports, for Celtics radio up in Boston, he calls the games on the radio, and I actually like listening to dude. I love listening to him. I don't like the dude who does it with him, but I love him. All right, give me somebody, Mac.
All right.
That's a great call by you.
The cheerleader.
Yup.
ML Carr.
Yep, he was on that roster. Huh? Yep, he was the cheerleader. That was his job. And then Mac, remember, throw up a meaningless layup at the end when they was already up. Hands got his arms up like he did so. ML, if you don't shut the fuck up. That layup was so stupid. Remember that layup? Throws a meaningless layup up, makes it. I'm champion of the world. Look at me. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here, ML. Oh my God, you ain't lying. That dude. He was man. You know what though? Talking about this, and I'm glad I just started this just now. Have either one of y'all watched Celtic City on HBO yet?
Yeah. Yes.
I haven't finished it, but
I haven't finished it either. Hamid, did you watch the whole thing, Guru?
I watched all of it except for the last one. Okay. Remember, I tweeted you and I told you, I said, hey, I got a lot of respect for the Celtics.
Yep.
I actually, and like I said, even though the Lakers Celtics was a big thing, the thing about it is that, like I said, you always have to respect your opponent. And like I said, the Celtics are, like I said, as long as the Celtics are in there, I'd rather not see the Knicks. Or I'd rather not see, Orlando or anybody like that. I mean, you want the best teams in there.
Damn right.
Well, like I said, the Celtics are the best. I mean, they won up on us, right? So,
1,000%, and it's the same way with y'all. Like, I stopped. I couldn't stand the Lakers once they got Shaq and Kobe, and I don't fuck with them. But the '80s Lakers. Y'all got 5. Yeah. Magic has 5 championships. People forget that shit. Like, Magic won fucking 5, and he damn near, and he was the best player on every one of those teams, except maybe 1980. But shit, they don't win in 1980 unless he play goddamn a cap position. You know what I'm saying? Unless he play Kareem position, they don't win that shit. Like, Magic is so motherfucking dope. That's why if you fix your mouth like Steph Curry, you played yourself saying this, and anybody who's agreed, there's no way in fuck Steph is a better point guard than Magic. Steph can't run an offense like that. He can't. He can dribble his ass off. He's the greatest shooter ever.
Who said that?
A lot of crazy ass people talking about. Steph said it. Steph thinks he's the greatest point guard ever. Motherfucker, you're not a better point guard than Zeke. Like, what are you talking about?
No way.
Get the fuck out of here, dog. Are you crazy?
No way.
At all.
And my thing is, Steph can't even play center or all the position that Magic played.
You had Magic Johnson then today against Steph Curry. He would shit on Steph Curry. Man,
he would. Well, I don't know if he'll shit on him because Steph is mad faster than dude. So I don't even know if Magic could stay in front of him. I'm just talking about who's the better point.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? I am head to head. Ooh.
Nah.
Word. Magic does have that height, so when he comes up for that jumper, he will block that motherfucker from behind.
Magic was making shit happen with that ball,
man. He was, man. That's why they called him Magic.
He couldn't. Steph can't do none of that, man. All the
all that.
Come on,
man.
Like
Pat Riley said, it's magic. on the cover of LA Times and shit after he took over. All right, give me one. Give me one, Rebel. You about to hit 4 with this.
This should be my 5th one, right?
It should be your. I think so. You said cornbread. You said McHale. Yeah. You said Danny Ainge.
Danny Ainge. What else did I say?
I think this might be your 4th.
Parrish.
You said Chief.
Yeah, I said.
I don't
Parrish.
think neither one of y'all said. Okay.
I said Parrish.
Okay.
He did. He said it first.
He did. Okay, bet.
So this would be my 5th.
Yep.
Gerald Henderson.
Nope. He already.
No, nobody said Gerald Henderson.
Oh. Somebody did say Gerald Henderson.
No.
Guru, you didn't say Gerald? How was we?
I called Gerald Henderson the leprechaun. Remember we were talking about him stealing the ball, Johnny Most.
But I thought that's how we.
Carr was the leprechaun.
No, because he was a cheerleader.
Carr was the leprechaun.
He was a cheerleader. But I thought that's how we talk about Gerald was from.
Nope.
Hold up, nah, man. He said Gerald Henderson, dog. Then you sports guru. Then you say you got to back me up. Or no, am I wrong? I'll be wrong. I don't care.
He said
I actually did mention Gerald Henderson, but
he said the cheer.
I tell you what, give him.
No, you need another one, Rebel.
I mean, if you can't get one, I'll give him one.
Yep, no, he good. Give me another one. That's already been taken. I knew he said that shit. Come on.
I don't recall that brother saying ML Carr.
He did. That's how.
Gerald Henderson.
That's how we started talking about him. Yep.
I don't recall that part.
Yep. Come on with it. All you need is one more. It's still some.
Let's do
You nail this, because you.
Quinn Buckner.
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn! Oh my God!
Quinn Buckner.
Oh my God!
Yeah, good one. Good one to pull.
He has just impressed the shit out of me. I would have put all money. He would not have got that. Damn, dude. Nailed it. Good shit. Man, again, let me give you another switch. I wouldn't have got that. Quinn Buckner. Good shit.
Told you I was just watching some highlights and shit.
What were you watching?
It was on YouTube that me and my son was watching.
Damn right. Quinn
I
Buckner.
got him. I got my son in Taekwondo.
Yeah.
So now he want to get in the ball.
Yeah.
So I'm just going down, showing him highlights of Jordan and Pippen.
Damn right.
And, Bird and Magic.
Yeah.
Just showing him a whole bunch of shit. Harold Miner and,
Baby Jordan. Yeah.
Showing him a whole bunch of shit.
No doubt.
And then I ran across this one. I'll try to find the link and I'll send it to you.
Please do. And go back and finish Celtic City, because I'm going to go back and finish. That thing was excellent. And Quinn.
Yeah, I got the last episode I got to watch too.
No doubt. And I got to. Quinn Buckner, can I tell you, and he talks about this, right, because he calls Pacer games right now to this day. He still feels bad on how Bird left University of Indiana. He was like, if I was there, he would have stayed.
He was a guard, right?
Quinn, I think Quinn was a forward. But what it was
Quinn was a guard.
Legend couldn't get with Bobby Knight. Bobby Knight was a fucking tyrant. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't going for that shit. And I think, but he likes it because he like Bill Fitch. He likes a coach to push him hard. But I think with being at University of Indiana, he was, it was too big for him. It was too big for him. That's why he wanted to go back home, and that's why he ended up going to Indiana State. I think that university was too big for him. And Buckner always says, if I was there at that time, because I think Buckner came a year later, if I was there, he would have stayed. You know what I'm saying? I would have made that connection and made sure he stayed. All right, last one. You are up. What you got, Sports Guru? Because he took a good one. Shit.
I think this guy was on the team, Scott Wedman.
Wow. Nailed it.
He was?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I remember Scott Wedman. I know he wasn't getting no action or nothing like that, but I know he had to be. Wasn't he on there?
Yes, he was. He was at the very bottom of the roster. He was a small forward. Out of Colorado. You nailed it. All right, and y'all knocked it out. And and this has been Who Played on That Team?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was a good one.
Right on. I'm trying to get the music to hit. There we go. Right on. Y'all nailed that. Well, I did not. Shit. I was lucky. I thought Rebel was going to have 3 people That's it. I gotta give y'all props, boy. Y'all motherfucking nailed that shit. Like, y'all all the way nailed that. Rebel, you got your motivational minute? Motivational moment?
My motivational moment?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's something real. It's something real simple.
Okay, Bet. Hold on before we do it. Make sure you guys listen to Montega Rebel's motivational moment. It is sponsored by Cola Lounge. What is it? Cherokee Street, first ever cannabis consumption lounge in St. Louis. They're powered by STL Cannabis Club, sponsor of High Off the Glass. Great place. You can get green. You can smoke your green. You can be calm and not have to worry about nothing. And motivational moment sponsored by Cola Lounge. You got it, bro.
This is real simple. It's not a lot of thought that goes. I put thought into it. Some stuff I grab from other inspirational people that I follow and like to get inspiration from throughout the day. But real quick, success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to say that again.
Please.
Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out.
That is awesome. Give me an example.
Whatever your passion is, whatever your hustle is, whatever business idea you got in your brain, put the effort towards making that happen every day. You got to start somewhere. So put the effort into making it happen, no matter what it is. Me, when I started my sock company, I spent $700 on all the equipment I needed. Didn't know nothing about nothing. Not nothing. I just know I like socks. I got a thing for socks, and I wanted to make socks.
Right.
So as time went on, I started learning programs, like how to size things up, coloring, just everything that goes along with it. Trial and error. I ordered $100-something worth of socks and maybe messed up like 6 to 10 pairs just on trial.
You beat it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But it got to the point now where we got this shit. Nice. You know what I mean?
Nice.
We got this shit.
Nice.
So again,
That's awesome.
Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Never give up. You got to start somewhere. That's it.
I love that, man. That's really smart. That is an awesome inspirational. That's an awesome motivational moment. And if you don't get motivated by that, listen to what the man's saying. My grandmother used to tell me this stuff all the time. Like you take care of the small things, and the big things will fall in place. That's basically that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's and be purposeful with it too, y'all. Like the little things y'all doing, be mindful of what you're doing and keep doing it. Like it may seem minor and minute to you, but you keep doing them small, minor things. They build and turn into bigger things. That's just how it is. Like my man talking about, he had like a minor thing would be, I messed up on these socks again. Damn. Oh, fuck it. Let me try again. Nah, I messed up on these socks again. Damn. That's minor, but him doing it over and over and over again taught him that, no, I got to do it like this to make the sock look right. Boom. Now it's perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. So, yeah.
And I ain't bought socks from another company in 3 years.
Damn right. I need some high up. Did I send you the logo?
Nope.
I never sent you the logo?
Nope.
I thought for sure I did.
If you did, you'd have had your socks.
You getting that logo today. Soon,
Okay.
Right as we get in this room to blow some green. You getting that motherfucking you getting that logo. All right. Well, this is another thing we do, Guru. This is the show is about basketball and cannabis, sports, current events, all that. So I like to give a marijuana minute. Just give y'all the news of what's going on in the marijuana world. So here we go. This week's marijuana minute. All right. This week, Marijuana Minute is sponsored again by Terp Junkie. Make sure you guys check them out over in Grow Room in O'Fallon on Highway K. Terp Junkie. Support the show. Support the people that support High Off the Glass. Rebel is not that far. Make sure you guys hit them up, man. You will love them. They will get you to tell them you on the show, and they will definitely take care of you. All right. Also, too, major shout out to Normal. Your marijuana advocacy group since the 70s. Forgot how to talk. These people have been, speaking up for cannabis before it was cool. So, got to give Normal their props. Make sure you guys support them. All right. 32 attorney generals send a letter to Congress calling for federal action on. Bring this sound down. Federal action on cannabis banking. As of right now, if you're a dispo or a cultivator, you cannot keep your money in FDIC insured bank. So why is that? You have to make that legal for them to do it. You're in a state where cannabis is legal, so why can't you have your money in the bank? It doesn't make any sense. All right, next news. Investigators conclude that data from clinical trials suggests that cannabinoid may benefit blood pressure control. Again, I say this almost every week. It's the basic shit that we already knew. Marijuana slows down, stuff in your body. It slows everything down, not to a crawl, but it just takes everything down a tick. So if your blood pressure is high, what would it do? It will bring it down. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing it can do. Like, It ain't gonna make it worse. So yes, investigators conclude that data from 4 clinical trials suggests that cannabinoids may benefit blood pressure control. 100%. All right, where's my music? Get back going. All right. Can vaping cannabis help with opioid withdrawal symptoms? Let's see. I like vaping cannabis, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a super fan of it. I gotta know where it's coming from because I don't trust getting cannabis from anywhere. Cannabis use is associated with less severe symptoms in patient undergoing some opioid withdrawal, according to a case published by the journal Experimental and Clinical, some other huge word I cannot say. So basically, researchers at Columbia University in New York and John Hopkins University, you guys know about them, and B. Moore assessed that effects of vaporized cannabis pre-treatment on opioid withdrawal in a 52-year-old patient. The patient had history of heroin and fentanyl use. Investigators assessed that the patient's withdrawal symptoms following the use of whatever this huge word, with and without using cannabis. So basically, I cannot say this medical word right here, but the cannabis helped with withdrawal symptoms. I mean, we've known that. That's another thing we've known already too. So love to hear that. And what else did we got? Damn it. Where's the rest of my news? Oh, shit. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. You got to bring it back. No, I hit the wrong damn button. Come on. There you go. All right. It loaded up quick. And then it stops at the end. Come on. See, this is what happens when you mess with modern technology. The shit is fucking slow. Like, I hate that. Like, god damn. All right, here we come on. I gotta go all the way back to it. We are almost done, y'all. I apologize for the wait.
Take your time, bro.
No, I ain't trying to take my time. Shit. I'm trying to get this shit out.
Just saying.
I appreciate you, bro. I'm trying to get this fucking news out. Oh, damn. Now it took me. Oh, damn. Of course. And I can't.
You know what you could end it with?
What?
I'm gonna read it for you.
But help me, because I can't even bring back the marijuana minute. Damn, I was crushed.
And that blows.
It does.
Okay, so. You got it?
Took me to Normal's website so I can buy their gear. Oh, here we go. Got it. What you got? Tell me what you got.
Oh.
Matter of fact, you know what? Say it right after I'm done because I only got a few more. All right. Clinical trial results show topical CBD get improves sleep and migraines. Another one. I mean, I gave a topical of THC, another one to CBD to my mom. She put it on her knees and her ankles. It helped. It increased her blood flow. It took the pain away. My lady, she has a severe problem in her back. what is it? Hemp Kings. You should really check them out too, bro. They got some great products. Hemp Kings, based here in St. Louis. They have all hemp products and medicine derived from hemp and from marijuana.
I need something for my back.
Oh, bro, I have it. They gave me a one that's like they're both topicals. One is like a cream, you rub it in, and there's another one's like a tube, and you rub it on there. It's and the tube kind of looks like how a cocoa butter used to look. It is amazing, Sports Guru. Like, it does what you want it to do. It literally, I put it on my lady's back. She has severe lower back problems. It numbed her back out. She didn't feel anything.
Oh,
like,
you got to turn me on.
Yes, sir. I got you. Hemp Kings, Salem Hemp Kings. Make sure you guys check them out. It numbed her back out. She didn't feel shit. All right, last one. Study results. Study results indicate alcohol use, but not cannabis, is associated with increased risk of unwanted pregnancy. Wow. I'll say it one more time. Study results indicate alcohol use, but not cannabis, is associated with increased risk.
You're just drunk and letting dudes bust all up in the club. That's why.
unwanted pregnancy. See, that's it.
Shut up.
That is it.
That's common sense. The hell? That's common sense.
You drunk and you have no idea what the fuck is going on. Like, I swear to God, every week this stuff
But this I don't know. No.
It's like it's new. It's news to the uninitiated, but to us it's like duh.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? What was that last thing you had? What would you?
A federal judge has ruled Thursday that the government cannot any longer prevent medical marijuana patients from owning guns, citing that it is a violation of the Second Amendment.
Thank you for that. You sent me that earlier this week. I meant to write that down.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Rebel, you have been amazing this week. Sports Guru, man, tell the people where they can find you, man. Where can people find your dope podcast?
All right. Well, I usually put it out usually on Saturday night or Sunday morning. It's actually on. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Spreaker is the main vessel that I come out of, and wherever you find your podcast, it's basically I can you ask me, I can tell you.
Yeah, right.
Podcast gurus. There's a lot of different podcast avenues that you can go to.
There you go.
But you can find me at Go39 on Twitter. But I wanted to let you know, you guys know. Do you know what Goat39 means?
Goat39.
Yeah. No, what does it mean?
No clue. I never even heard of it.
Okay. We talk about the GOAT, which is, Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, guys like that.
Uh-huh.
But my thing is Goat39 means God over all things. 39.
What's the 39 mean?
39 is I'm the 39th grandson or grandchild of my parents, my grandparents. And that's one of my favorite numbers. And plus, remember I was talking to you a while back because of my man Dave Parker. He was number 39.
Oh yeah,
and,
the baseball player.
That was my man.
Yeah,
yes.
Passed away earlier this year. Sorry about that. Yeah, rest in peace, Dave Parker.
Yeah, that was my man. Dave Parker was my dude. But yeah. So that's one of my favorite numbers anyway. So, but yeah, like I said, God over all things, always.
Guru, that's amazing. And get the people. You know what? I'm gonna let Rebel do it real quick. Rebel, tell the people where they can find you, and man, everything you got going with Dave East. Music is popping.
Everything is Montega Rebel, MontegaRebel. Catch me in Detroit on the 15th of next month with Dave East. And then I'll be back on the road for like another month and a half. Got working on the album. About 85% done with the album. I got like 10 more tracks I got to record, and we're going to pick out of the 30 that I recorded to put the best 12 on the album.
Wow, that's what's up.
And then, man, I'm off and running to the races.
Damn right. And the man still makes time for High Off the Glass. Can you believe it?
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
No problem.
For real, bro. Get the people your socials real quick.
Everything is Montega Rebel, MontegaRebel. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah,
Bet.
that's where I'm at.
Guru, get the people your socials real quick.
I'm at the. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember my Instagram. But anyway, just like I said, you can find me at Go39 on Twitter, and you can find me at Guru Briscoe on Facebook.
There it is. There it is. Yo, Rebel, Mac, this was great. I knew this was going to be good. I am blessed that you took the time out. We need some other loyal Beadle Decker fans and listeners. I want them on this show as well. But thank you, brother,
No
for
doubt.
taking the time, because this was a great time, you being here. Thank you, Montega Rebel, for you taking time out your busy life to do this. And this was amazing, Guru. You tell me whenever you want me on Talking Sports, I will be there. Please.
All right. Well, okay. Before I leave, I want to say this.
Okay.
Oh, you're a great dude, and I really appreciate you. And the friendship is, brother to brother. I really appreciate you, my man. And I was wanted to say that this is an honor, a real true honor, and I appreciate it. My man Rebel, I appreciate you, and don't kill me because I was teasing your boys, your Philadelphia Eagles.
Nah, it's all part of the game. Man.
Hey, my thing is that, hey, look, all of us brothers got to stay together. We got to do the right thing. Make sure that we take care of our families, take care of our society and everything, because we don't want to fall by the wayside because of that jackass in the White House. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Right. Hey, matter of fact, Guru, next time you come on, we're gonna talk more in depth about dump in the White House. We're gonna talk more about dump. That's
I'm ready. I'm ready, definitely.
That will happen. That will happen. Yo, this was a good one. Like I said, Montega, greatly appreciate you for taking the time out, and thank you for all of y'all that was rocking with me today. Like I said, I am having surgery on Thursday, so I'm gonna be out for a while. Next month, the gambling guru, Marshall White, he's gonna do a couple episodes, so y'all will see him. And I will be back. I probably won't be back until October. So I love y'all. I got to get healthy, and y'all keep smoking, keep hooping, and pay attention to what the fuck is going on, and watch some real news. Watch some real news. Get some real info.
Exactly.
For real.
Exactly.
I love y'all. Like I said, keep smoking, keep hooping. We out. Peace.
Peace.